in high definition. CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Caught up with Michael Vick today in Atlantic City. It was Ron Jaworski's golf tournament to support local children's charities. Before Mike teed off, we discussed his game plan for staying healthy this season. I'll believe it when I see it.
Vic is telling me that he's going to get down, he's going to slide. Are you going to slide?
However I got to get down, I will. It's going to surprise a lot of people, but you'll see me doing it. One thing I understand now is that, you know, I get that extra out on the next play, and I have the opportunity, so we'll make it work.
Well, I caught up with Michael Vick today in Atlantic City. It's Ron Jaworski's golf tournament to support local children's charities. He promised me he will pay more attention to staying healthy this season. He's going to actually slide. I'll believe it when I see it. We'll be right back.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program, with Keith Russell, meteorologist Cecily Tynan, and Jim Gardner.
Former Eagle Ron Jaworski and his celebrity friends hit the links for a good cause today. Jaworski hosted his 28th annual golf challenge at Atlantic City Country Club, and despite the gloomy weather, 300 people took swings to help children in the Delaware Valley. Money raised today benefits the Jaws Youth Playbook.
Now, in high definition, Eyewitness News on the CW Philly.
At Atlantic City, it was Ron Jaworski's golf tournament to support local children's charities. Before Mike teed off, we discussed his plan for staying healthy this season. I'll believe it when I see it.
Vic is telling me that he's going to get down, he's going to slide. Are you going to slide?
However I got to get down, I will. It's going to surprise a lot of people, but you'll see me doing it. One thing I understand now is that, you know, I get that extra out on the next play, and I have the opportunity, so we'll make it work.
The Eagles begin OTAs tomorrow at the NovaCare Complex. It's the first time the full team will be together since January 1st and their final game of the season against the Redskins. Now, Michael Vick has used the last 4.5 months to study and learn. We caught up with him today and asked him about the offseason so far.
I feel like I've grown so much as a quarterback, and you know, I know more now than I've ever known, and never thought that I would reach this point. From a mental standpoint, and wanting to understand the game from an intellectual standpoint and what needs to take place to make the game easier.
It's the ball like I do. Vic was at Ron Jaworski's golf tournament in Atlantic City. We also caught up, you're right, I do. We caught up with Jaws and asked him how important this time of year is for a quarterback like Michael Vick.
I've always been a big believer in the offseason because you're not preparing for a game. You're not preparing for an opponent. Right now, the opponent is yourself. How do you get better mechanically on the field, on the practice field, throwing to your wide receivers, throwing to your tight ends, throwing to your backs? This is the time where they can all work on the little nuances of their game.
See, when I picture hitting the golf ball, it's like that. When I picture
actually
it,
do
like
it, yeah, it's more like,
totally different. When you take the club to the ball, it all goes haywire, yes?
Sports Night, brought to you by Wells Fargo.
Get it done. Vic joined a star-studded cast at Ron Jaworski's annual golf tournament. Benefits his foundation, the Jaws Youth Playbook. The day included a celebrity pro-am early this morning and a golf clinic. Jaws Foundation has raised over $3.5 million. A nice swing, by the way. It's for at-risk children in the greater Philadelphia area.
Longevity. You know, myself and my family have been running this event for 28 years. We've raised close to $4 million for kids in our community. The support we get from people that pay to play in the tournament is really the bottom line, and we're able to raise, like I said, close to $4 million to help kids in our community through the Jaws Youth Playbook.
Michael Vick, some of his teammates cheated up earlier today. The Ron Jaworski's annual golf tournament at Atlantic City Country Club. It benefits the Jaws Youth Playbook. Jaws Foundation has raised over $3.5 million for at-risk children in the greater Philadelphia area. We asked the former Eagle why he believes this event has been so successful.
Longevity. You know, myself and my family have been running this event for 28 years. We've raised close to $4 million for kids in our community. The support we get from people that pay to play in the tournament is really the bottom line, and we're able to raise, like I said, close to $4 million to help kids in our community through the Jaws Youth Playbook.
Good job by Jaws. Good job by everybody participating at Atlantic City Country Club today.
Good cause in Northfield, the 28th annual Ron Jaworski Celebrity Golf Challenge, and perhaps no star shining brighter than Eagles starting quarterback Michael Vick. Our cameras on hand at the historic Atlantic City Country Club in Northfield this afternoon as Vick takes time out of his schedule to play golf for a good cause. The Eagles begin OTAs tomorrow, or organized team activities, but number 7 says he's always happy to help out the former number 7 for the Birds.
It's important to come out and support Jaws, man. He's my guy. You know, it's incredible what he's doing in the community and fundraising, and you know, it's just an event. I'm only 40 minutes away, so I make the drive. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be awesome. I'm very excited about it. All the guys are excited to be back and ready to go.
Vick joined on the first tee by tournament host Ron Jaworski and also LPGA professional Amanda Blumenhurst in the blue hat. The Ron Jaworski Celebrity Golf Challenge is the lead fundraiser for the Jaws Youth Playbook. That foundation raises funds to support at-risk youth. Finally, tonight in Sports 11, we close with a VIP golf clinic that's hosted by Nike playing pro Amanda Blumenhurst. The 25-year-old is a 3-time National Collegiate Player of the Year while at Duke, and also the winner of the 2008 U.S. Women's Amateur. She spends time with folks on the driving range, offering various tips on the game of golf and offering her insight into her life as a touring pro. Blumenhurst has won more than $583,000 so far since turning pro in 2009. She'll be part of the field at the ShopRite LPGA Classic when that event takes place at the Stockton Seaview Hotel and Golf Club. That starts next week.
On the links, Vick and many of his teammates teed it up Monday at Ron Jaworski's annual golf tournament, which benefits his foundation, the Jaws Youth Playbook. Jaworski's foundation has raised over $3.5 million for over 100 nonprofit organizations serving at-risk children in the greater Philadelphia area.